Welcome back everybody to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. In today's episode we're going to go ahead and make a return trip back home from the moon. You might, if you have a sharp eye, you might realize we are in a different spot. And indeed we are. I went ahead and skipped this rocket around a little bit just to get a little bit more science off the mission. Did it off camera, it wasn't anything crazy. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get Jeb back home. Let's go ahead and throttle up here. And we're just going to go right on over to our 90-degree spot on the nav ball. And we're just going to take a look at this and just kind of wait it out and see when we hit about, I don't know, 11 or 12,000 meters, I would say. Should be good enough for this. And that seems just about right. We're gonna go ahead and get into an orbit around the moon, which shouldn't be too bad at all. It's a 10. Whoa. Let's go and take that. Well, let's see. P of 12, 58, 827. That might be okay, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and try that out. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit here. Just get a little bit closer to our maneuver node. And that seems just about right. So let's go ahead and throttle up here. It's a little bit of, you know, it's not a perfect mission, just in the sense that we got to the moon in kind of a not normal way, and we're leaving the moon in kind of a not normal way. There are definitely easier and more efficient ways to go about this, but for us, this is going to be just fine. So let's go ahead and take a look. Man, this is a weird spot here. Maybe down here. I'm gonna try doing this. See what kind of curb and escape. That is not what we want. We want. There we go. So let's see how. So we can go ahead and do one of these guys here. This is going to get us back into Kerbin's Sphere of Influence. We got a node in about 28 minutes. I don't think we can... Can we get this closer? Maybe we can, actually. Perhaps here, 6... I think it was 10 over where we first started, so... There we go. That'll do. So we have a burn coming up in about 36 minutes here. Let's go ahead and just time accelerate until that time. We can go and put our landing legs away, I suppose. No? Well, they're not going in, so they'll stay out. Whatever. Do a little bit more time acceleration here. Yeah, we're just above some of these mountains. So typically when you're orbiting the moon, you want at least you want at least 10 to 11,000 meters up, just to make sure you're avoiding any of the mountains, because they can end your mission very, very, very quickly. But we avoided them here. Let's go ahead and slow down time, get on our mark, and start burning. And this should give us enough fuel to safely make it back home. I don't foresee any major problems here. So we have an escape trajectory back into Kerbin's Sphere of Influence. The easiest way to do this is going to be from the apoapsis, go ahead and make another maneuver node, and then just reduce your periapsis until you're about where you want to be. I really want to shoot for a land, for hitting land when we get back, so that should be good actually. Let's see if we can't. Yeah. That should be just fine. So let's go ahead and get back on our mark, and this is going to be quite a wait here. So let's go ahead and speed up time. We got about 4 days left. And as we get closer, we'll go ahead and reduce the speed here. And since we're at our periapsis anyways, we can pretty much go ahead and just start burning at this point. And for whatever reason, it's not letting me throttle up here, so let me see what we can do about that. Give me 1 second. Alright, let's see if that made any difference here. No, not looking like it. And we're fine on electric charge, we have tons of it, we have monopropellant and all that good stuff. Why would it not be letting me do this? Well, let me figure it out and we'll be right back with you. We're back. I figured it out. It's because I had time acceleration on. Embarrassing. Okay, let's go ahead and throttle up and get back, let's get back home here. So we can see our periapsis slowly shrinking down here. Hoping we have enough fuel for this. We're about 20. Yeah, we should be totally fine here. And our periapsis is just about gone. And we have now a direct path back here. So let's go ahead and just use what we do have here. Maybe save just a little bit of it. And we can go ahead and get rid of this guy here. And let's go ahead and time accelerate again. Where is Kerbin from us right now? There we are. Well, it's a moon. Yeah, there we are. And let's go ahead and slow time down. So this is great. It looks like we're actually going to be landing right on the ground, which is definitely what we want here. So we're just going to time accelerate back down till we get some atmospheric resistance. I'm going to change the camera back to auto. And we're coming in pretty fast here, so I'm going to go ahead and deploy my parachute. We got our landing legs down. This should deploy here momentarily. And we should have a pretty good landing here with a good amount of science to spend here when we get back. It's always risky to time accelerate during this portion of it, because if you're in time acceleration when that happens, you do run the risk of tearing your parachute right off. Once it's deployed, you can kind of speed it back up, but you want to turn it back off before you land, of course. And we can turn our lights back on, why not? And a solid landing all around. So we are back from the moon. Let's go ahead and recover the vessel here and see how much science we got. Quite a bit indeed. So we got a good amount here. So we got stuff from the moon's midlands, which is where we originally landed. Then I also went to one of the polar craters and did a little bit more science there. Let's go ahead and hit next. We got a good amount of funds back too as well. Well, we got a good amount. Yeah, it's alright. We also got a ton from completing some of these objectives up here. Jebediah, of course, lives, so we got 100 grand just for exploring the moon completely. And we got a little bit more here for returning some science from the surface of the moon. Let's go ahead and head into our tech tree here. And now that we have fuel systems, we have a pretty good method for getting to the places we want to go, well, with asparagus staging and all that. So what I really want to do here is take a look at the science tree, just so we can get a couple more instruments. The more instruments you have, essentially, the more science you can get. The more science you get, the more you unlock, so on and so forth, right? So let's go ahead and take a look here. I definitely want to get this guy here because these are going to give us much better solar panels. It is 160 science, but I do think it's worth it. The other option here is we're starting to get some options for setting up some basic space stations, which would be really handy and not too long from now, actually. It'd be nice to set a refueler up there. That way we have some more options for when we're going to further away areas. I definitely think I want this. The thermometer is going to be a good asset, as well as the mobility enhancer is pretty handy as well. So let's go to unlock that. We have the barometer sensor. I do want to get these guys here. These are going to cost 300 science, so they're just outside of our range here. Seismic accelerometer, which would be kind of nice. A new communitron. I don't know. Those are nice, but I don't think they're absolutely necessary by any means as of right now. So I think I'm going to take a look here and make some decisions. I'll let you know what I pick in the next episode, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy and maybe even learn something. Who knows? But until then, we will see you next time.